Well, I'm Sonya DiCiro, and I'm a family nurse practitioner. I work in Poplar Bluff at the Physicians Park Primary Care for 17 years. I got my Associate of Applied Science in Nursing in Three Rivers in 1983, and then I went to Southeast Missouri State University on the Three Rivers campus for another couple of years and finished with my bachelor's in nursing. Well, when I finished here at Three Rivers in '83, I didn't have any children. And then before I went back to Southeast and got my bachelor's degree, I had 2 children. Well, I had 3 by the time I finished. So doing a distance learning here on the campus was like, it was important. I couldn't have done it without that. When I went to Three Rivers, the first 2 years, I learned how to study. They had us to take a class on study habits. That was one of my first classes, was just how to study. And I think it prepared me to come to a smaller university, not so much that it was so small, but it was so compact and close-knit, and everyone was so helpful. They intended for you to succeed. Starting in a smaller college, I learned how to adapt and do things in a smaller scale, so when I went to a bigger university, I wasn't just hit in the face with a wall of hugeness. It was so much better to start in a smaller atmosphere. I would say to anyone who is trying to decide about where to start off with college, whether you're coaching your children about where to start or you're considering it yourself, I think starting in a smaller atmosphere, smaller college is such a better choice. For one thing, it is less expensive. If you can live at home and not have all those expenses of living away, but also the atmosphere is so much more individualized. Everyone wants to see you succeed, and nobody wants to see you fall on your face. They want to make sure you are walking across that stage with a diploma when you're finished, and they're cheering right along with you. I think when I went to Three Rivers, there are some people that really stand out to me as my instructors in the nursing program particularly, who taught me things that are still with me every single day. When I walk in a patient's room, I still remember those lessons from certain instructors, and they made you want to learn the information, but they also taught you by a good example. They work your schedule in a way that you can get the most for your time. You get the most access to taking the right courses. You don't end up taking a lot of courses that you later go, oh, that really didn't go with my course that I needed. I think Three Rivers gives you a really big education in a really home and small environment instead of maybe a not so big education in a bigger environment. I think it's better for learning to feel like you belong somewhere. Three Rivers College, success starts here.